Northside ISD is preparing to head back to school this fall, and the first day is August 24th. And while fall semester is not going to look like the typical back-to-school season, NISD is committed to its mission to transform the learning experience for students so that every day, every student grows in confidence, curiosity, and capability. Joining us today is NISD Superintendent Dr. Brian Woods. Good afternoon.
Hi, how are you today?
Doing very well, sir. Thank you much. Okay, so what does school look like for the fall, and what options are parents going to have?
So parents are going to have two options, and they're going to be able to, at least with some restriction, be able to change which option they choose. So initially, very soon, next week, as a matter of fact, we're going to ask parents to, once we are able to have students in our buildings, to choose either an in-person option or a virtual option. At our high schools, the in-person option will actually be an alternating day hybrid model. At our elementary and middle schools, the in-person option would be an everyday in-person choice.
Now, if parents choose virtual learning for their kids, how's that going to be different than what students and families experienced last spring?
Yeah, it's going to be significantly different. One of the most common pieces of feedback we got in the spring, and we asked as often as we felt we could, was that some students didn't experience a lot of synchronous or real-time instruction. They didn't have the kind of conversation that you and I are having now. And so at our elementary grades, there will be multiple synchronous or real-time instructional periods through the day. They'll check in with their teacher a number of times during the day, as well as work independently in asynchronous instruction. We're also going to have teachers doing what they've always done. They can pull small groups of students who either need a push, extra assistance perhaps, or they may pull a group that needs some enrichment. They need to do some things that carry them a little further. So each student will experience real-time instruction during the day and have time to work independently. And teachers will have office hours, so students and families, parents can check in on a daily basis.
What can you tell us about some of the safety protocols Northside schools are taking?
Yeah, so very similar to what you see in other parts of our world. We've been in the process since the spring of purchasing and hanging plexiglass in high traffic areas. We've measured literally every classroom so that desks could be spaced sufficiently apart. We've installed hand sanitizer in literally 7,000 classrooms, as well as our hallways. And obviously changed the way our custodians will clean our buildings. Instead of most of that effort being at night after students and families are gone, we'll spread custodians through our schools from 6 a.m. until 8 p.m. and do constant cleaning through the day. So that's just a short list of some of the things that in-person folks will see when they come to our buildings.
Parents are going to be filling out a commitment survey, and why is that so important?
So we really, once we're allowed or make the decision that it's safe to have students in our buildings, we've got to have a schedule for those students. So we're scheduling two groups of kids, virtual learners and in-person learners. So having families make a commitment and tell us what you would prefer at the start of the school year enables us to have a schedule for them on our first day of school, which is August the 24th. So it's really important for our planning, and it's really important for a seamless start to the school year for our students, really no matter which of the options the family chooses for them.
Well, if you'd like more information, call Northside ISD at 210-397-8500 or visit their website, nisd.net/schools/back-2-school.